Step 5, the vacancy turnover. If we navigate to district information and then the vacancy report requirements, vacancy information must be supplied for all staff who were reported in the previous school year but are no longer employed in the current year and whose position was not filled on the first day of school. I walked you through one of those examples, and I also walked you through the one that switched positions. As far as the 1-year look back logic, this collection uses a 1-year look back to identify assignments that were unfilled as the first day of the school for school year 25-26. It automatically populates assignments for staff marked as no, it was left vacant, or if they're marked as yes, it was filled. It helps districts track unfilled positions that are marked as vacant, multi-year vacancies, turnover trends. It also allows you to list new positions that weren't able to be filled. The purpose of the vacancy turnover collection is to track open assignments at the start of the school year. It identifies attrition from the existing workforce and new positions due to the year-to-year net changes. This helps the state understand staffing gaps and hiring trends. How vacancy turnover records are generated. There are 3 main ways to generate records: the no longer employed, the switched positions, and then there's the multi-year vacancy. As far as no longer employed, for staff employed in the 24-25 school year, but not returning in 25-26 school year. If marked as yes, it was filled, it will generate a turnover record behind the scenes. You're not going to see these on this screen. If marked as no, it was left vacant, it will generate a vacancy record. Pumbaa created records in the vacancy report menu. Those that switched positions in the district, if a staff member changed roles and their previous position remains unfilled, a vacancy record is generated. The example we went through was Pinky moved from the middle school reading vocal music teacher to principal. The multi-year vacancies, any no, it was left vacant records that were marked as vacant on the first day of the 24-25 school year were automatically rolled over into the school's this school year's current collection. These records have been updated from a vacancy status to a multi-year vacancy status. Adding new vacancies. You can use this button to add vacancies only for those positions that went unfilled and are new hires this year and didn't exist the previous year. You just click on this new button to add a new vacancy. Do not include positions that became vacant after the first day of school. As far as closing out a vacancy, to close out a vacancy means that you officially filled the position and removed it from the open list. For example, the no longer employed staff, Pumbaa, that we used as our example, we're going to pick that assignment for elementary title interventionist that was marked as no, it was left vacant. If you see these 3 dots, that means it's still working and you can't select it yet. All right, which one did I say? This one, we're gonna leave as no, it was left vacant. It will roll as a multi-year vacancy. If part of her classes were filled, you could then select, that they were filled by someone else. And then you'll just enter when the vacancy ended for FY 2026. This record will then become a turnover record and you no longer will see it. For those that were marked originally in the educator section as yes, it was filled, again, they automatically generate a turnover record behind the scene. For those that switched positions, the example we gave was Pinky Paulson, and she taught multiple classes, and you may need to handle each assignment separately. There was one for vocal music that we had marked in the educator screen as no, it was left vacant. Again, if you leave it that way, it rolls over to next year as a multi-year vacancy. For reading grade 5, if we were to switch this to yes by someone else and enter the vacancy ended of FY 2026, it becomes a turnover record. For reading grade 8, if we were to switch it to yes by the same person, if the staff person continued teaching the same assignment, this becomes an assignment maintained record. Please drop your questions in the comments section so we can address them at the end of this training. Before we move on, is there anything that's not specific to an individual situation that needs to be addressed?
Not at this time, thank you.